And bars I got in a random off the ultimate vomit run. I was going for Dama crystals. Okay, get permanently banned. Boys, does reverse straight up replace Belial? No. Because anytime you're not at 80% HP, them joints are completely useless. Yeah, I need to take Tiki, man. What the? My SSR rate on my Spark was about 2.5%. Oof. Bro. Some people are getting cooked on the Seeking Banner, bro. I know I begged for underline like crazy, but sorry I've been able to join for a while. I'm getting cooked by the flu. That's fine. Hope you feel better. I'm planning to play some more this weekend, but I just want to play GBF today. Also, I've been streaming Underline kind of late too, TBH. Underline's kind of like a taking, even though it's about taking war and death and despair and all this stuff, bro, it's like kind of like a taking comfy late night game for me. Earless Sumabito Cyrus is still way faster than Futsu now. Dog goes crazy. May not be returning to GBF anymore. Are you quitting? Where do you think you're going? Think you can just leave? But yeah, thinking Vadra's busted his crap, man. He's super strong. I have for a while now. I mean, honestly, that's seeking fair. That's fair. I mean, I still like the game, so I still play it, but I could definitely see why people could quit. Bro, ain't nothing for you in GBF. GBF is that one game where the only comfort you have is that you will constantly be suffering. Yeah. Yeah, literally my favorite thing about GBF is I just like having a game that I can literally play at any time whatsoever. Which is kind of like brain rotty at the same time, but like I like being able to think and do something at all times. But that's one of the main reasons why I stick with it as opposed to other games. Am I kicking? I'm not gonna lie, my hands kind of hurt, bro. I thinking I did deadlifting crap today at the gym. My hands been on those seeking bars. Not the gold bars either. Versus see a fight come out yet? No, that's next week. Next Wednesday. Why your hand hurt? I just said I was doing deadlift stuff today and other things where I had to grip bars and pull weight. And now my hands hurt. And they're like low-key thinking like they're like trying to like close their grip even though they're just on a mouse right now and my keyboard. They don't need to close, but they're trying to close. The hand though. Other thing? What? Oh man, where's the PBHLs? Nobody's hosting this raid on the entire planet? Nobody on the entire planet, huh? Oh, I get swarmed. Only 4 other people. That team was water. Does she affect the Elsa team? Yeah, but not enough for me to care, honestly. Not enough for me to care, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I do not really care about that character. I haven't seen anything that's like, oh my god, I gotta get Elsa today. So maybe if I was a water player, but I'm not. So just like pretty much for me, like for water, it's like if that joint's not like busted, it's like taking, it's like okay, whatever. Like I don't play water enough to like theory craft or try and taking optimize stuff. It's like I don't really care. Vajra on the other hand. That's a tiki unit. That is a unit. Not enough in a meaningful way, yeah. Imagine playing water. That's what I'm saying. Dude, also I made up my mind today if I made up my mind today if they put Tartman on one of these banners by themselves and the Grand's not on it, I'm just not rolling on it. I'm gonna be completely honest. Unless there's something else that actually for real matters on that banner, I'm not rolling on a banner purely for Tartman. Like if they release a banner that was like the last banner, but instead of taking the light chick, it was like Tartman, I'm not rolling on that banner. It needs to be like a Grand, or it needs to be an absolutely disgusting normal character like Olivia. And honestly, at that point, it kind of needs to be Earth too. Otherwise, I'm not rolling. Did they put $20 stale bread on the homepage today? Oh, you mean thinking Raziel's? Dumb butt? Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna be real, bro. Dude, I'm gonna be real. Can I be vulnerable? Can I be vulnerable? Can I be vulnerable? Is this a safe space? Maybe. Wolf's caps. Stay strong in your hatred. No. Ice won't come for you. Okay, I'm gonna be vulnerable, okay? I'm gonna say something crazy and you're gonna be like, what the? I'm just gonna say, all I'm gonna say is, first of all, that is Raziel's best outfit and her best her best sprite that she has. I would also argue it's kind of her best voice lines too, because I heard them earlier. Also her best Ogi, even though it's literally just seeking sand dolphins. But I'm gonna be real. The thing about it is I would wager to say that Raziel is hot, nay, even sexy in that outfit. Because the thing about it is, you guys may remember this before. Someone asked me, hey, why do you always use the default Raziel skin instead of the summer one? And I'm like, because to me, Raziel kind of feels like she shouldn't be all out there. It feels weird, almost. She feels too exposed in her summer outfit. So I like the default outfit more. But this one has coverings, but it has a very snugly fitting booba window that very much exemplifies her assets. So it makes it look good without being too much. And I would say that is appealing. That being said, I still hate Raziel. But that's pretty good skin. That's a pretty good skin. And I won't even deny or retweeting art of that, because the art of that skin is pretty dang good. It's pretty dang good. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I use her OG outfit on her summer version too. Use the default outfit as well. Finally, a man of culture spoke. I use none because she tried. Really, too much is bad. Skin is just kind of cute. Stuff that you almost see it, that you can't. That's the best. There's some dude debating you not understand the hype on Halloween Wadra was a fun read. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he finally understood. But the thing about it is what he was talking about. Like, I get what he's talking about, because it's like Vajra doesn't like, it's not like Vajra's like, she's not like breaking the game or something, but it's just like, the thing about it is it's like, and this almost kind of goes back, I don't remember who asked me this question, like, I don't remember who asked me this question back when I was doing like my Earth boxes like some odd months ago for that one event. But somebody asked me like, how can you tell whether or not a character is good or not? And it's like, I was thinking about that question as I was talking to him about that in the replies, because I'm like, yeah, she doesn't absolutely like break the meta. It's not like Light's just going to be the best seeking Ellie in the game now because of Vajra, but it's like Vajra does so much. She does so much damage, and she has so much stuff. She has so much, like, I wouldn't necessarily say future proofing, but future like usage. Like, she's a unit that adds more, like pretty much what I told him is like, pretty much as people like Mugen drop, we get another buffer instead of Mugen. As we get somebody who does what Nihon does and gives more double strike. As we get characters like Sariel that just have tri-strike for no speaking reason. As we get taking a grappler origin that has like, 50 tag teams or something. Like, when you look at Vajra is just a character that is built for the future. She's built to be around for a little while, because she just has a kit. She has a kit that's just naturally good and also plays off of your team getting stronger as well. As your team gets stronger, her usage becomes better because she just buffs your team even further. So as you get more characters and stuff that seeking. So another thing, I was thinking about it earlier when I was doing the PBHL testing with Kuda. What I was talking about was seeking. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it when I first saw Vajra. I didn't realize it until I used them together. Makra, when Makra already has double strike, and the way Vajra's thing works is she just gives you an extra attack on top of whatever you're doing. So if Makra already has guaranteed double strike in light, when Vajra's S3 goes up, now she's seeking tri-striking. And guess who's getting a seeking FLB in the new year? Makara. So it's like like it's already set in stone for building on to when Makara gets her FLB, you're probably gonna end up using Makara and seeking Vajra together. And Makara is gonna be over there seeking tri and quad striking. Because who knows what she's gonna get on FLB. So it's just like when I look at a character like Vajra, it's like not only is she good now, but she is a character that opens the way for future characters. So when you get new characters and new power creep comes, she's one of those people. She's essentially like kind of what the Nihon is, where Nihon was already around, and then you got like Mugen and Florence, and Nihon just continued to enable them even further. Now you have Vajra. So once you get like Makra and other units, Vajra is going to be that person that enables them in the future. And that's how they build it up. Bro said be vulnerable, but just said what's on our minds instead. As more verse characters come out, she gets better and better. Exactly. I think all the broke boys saving for New Year's just don't want to hear that she's good. She's quite literally in the right element for her stocks to keep rising. No tax for light, they always win. Is there a cooldown on Amazon Pay? Not that I know of. There used to be, but I'm pretty sure I don't know about Mobage. I will say I don't know about Mobage. I don't know if Mobage has a point, but I don't think it really should anymore, because the thing about it is DMM pretty much Amazon JP used to have a thing where you could only buy gift card amounts. You could only buy like 50,000 gift card amounts currency a day. Then they took that out because they made it like the balance thing instead of the gift card thing. So that doesn't exist anymore. And then DMM has, and I think they still have this, where DMM only has like a 300,000 point card limit per month. But the way it is now is because Amazon JP doesn't have a limit, and Amazon JP is no longer using points cards for their currency. I can essentially put as much currency on DMM as I want, and I can buy as much from Amazon JP as I want. Like I've literally bought I think I bought like 2 sparks in a day before now. I know I bought a spark in a day now, which was impossible before. I used to have to split it in half. I get confused how some people want to argue with facts when we can see the number now. The road is open. This is the issue I run into with people on the Genshin likes. Like sometimes they say a character is bad even though we know where said character will be good. You know, I use PayPal. You're the one that made your account too young. No, that was FOD. I have the funds at Amazon Pay. It's not paying Mobage though. Mint Ray. One of the better exchange. No idea if it's. I mean, is it giving you an error or what? What is it saying? What is Mobage saying? debited and then it gets canceled and refunded. One thing I will say, and I will say it, I feel like it usually does this off default, but I don't know if your credit card, like your debit card or whatever, is the same as mine, but like make sure that it's actually trying to take from your, make sure it's actually trying to take from the Amazon funds and not your credit or debit card. Because like for me, my bank is like really thinking anal about anything that's not in the US. So like if I go and try and buy something that's Japanese based, it rejects it. So like I can't just buy DMM currency with my debit card. That's the reason why I have to put it in the wallet thing. Because then once it's in the wallet, like I can pay Amazon JP, and then once it's on Amazon JP, it doesn't matter. But it has to make sure that it takes from Amazon JP. It's the same thing with like PayPal for me, because PayPal is linked to my debit card as well. So sometimes I have to, like if I buy something Japanese based on like using PayPal, I need to put funds in PayPal and then have it use those funds specifically and not my debit card. So that's another thing too, where like if you have, let's say you're trying to buy, if you're trying to buy like $500 worth of like Granblue, like rolls or whatever, and you only have like 250 in the, like 250 worth in the wallet, but you have the rest in the bank, it's gonna try and hit your bank after the 250 in the wallet, but then your bank might cancel out of that joint. Again, I don't know if your bank, I don't know if that's the issue, but I just know that's an issue for me, where my bank just does not do ticking. It does not. Well, technically it does, but the thing about it is I literally have to call my bank. I literally have to call them and say, hey, can you open my card to like outside ticking stuff for like a couple hours or like 24 hours or something, and then I can do it. But I don't want to do that every single time I buy ticking DMM points. Or anything Japanese related, to be honest. Still pending on my bank, but funds are already in Amazon JP. I mean, if you already have everything on Amazon JP, just make sure that Mobage is pulling from that. Just make sure Mobage is pulling from that's in Amazon JP. It happened to me too, till he put me on the method. But I don't know. I don't think there should be a limit though. But like I said, I don't know what I'm trying to think. You buffed my account from the start. I mean, to be honest, most people use Seeking Mobage, so I'm the oddball, TBH, with DMM. But yeah, I don't think so. I don't really know why it's getting ticking. You could try, I don't know, try maybe like a ticking try like an incognito tab or something. It may be like a cache thing or something. Like not cash as in money, but like cash as in your computer cache. Because I know I had something earlier where I was trying to pay for something in PayPal earlier, and my PayPal, every single time it went to the PayPal menu, it like just kept spinning because I was already logged into PayPal on another ticking tab on my phone. So I needed to go into an incognito tab so that, because the page it was trying to load was specifically the PayPal login page and not just PayPal itself. Clears tomorrow, at least before the banner ends. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. What'd you say it was doing again? Then it's canceled and refunded. Wait, it gets refunded to the Amazon. It gets refunded to the Amazon. Whatchamacallit? It gets refunded to your Amazon wallet. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is a limit. Maybe there is a daily limit. Maybe you can only do thinking. How much were you thinking buying? Like 3 sparks? How much did you buy in the last seeking 24 hours? Oh man, honestly, all this JP payment stuff is the biggest pain in the butt. I honestly hate it so much. It's so annoying how hard it is to just give money to JP related stuff that I want to buy. It's like I'm literally trying to pay you and you just won't let me. I don't understand. It does not make sense to me. It's just 30,000 yen 20 minutes ago. I'm doing another 30,000. Oh, maybe you just need to wait like an hour or something. I don't know. I mean, that's not that much. Is this Konbanwa again? This is Konbanwa. What is this? Oh no, this is Moshi Mosh. Moshi Mosh. Better eventually, trust me. I don't think it will get better. I've been shopping on JP related stuff for a long time and it's not gotten better. It's not gotten better. And it's not helping either because it's not even, the thing about it is it's not even always JP stuff either. There's also like I was describing earlier with my bank, where it's like there's issues on the JP side and there's issues on my side that aren't really my side. It's just that thinking the powers that be that are screwing with me. The MMO, which would have to pay Visa for a license with more countries in it for that to happen. Yeah. Yeah, DMM's kind of really freaking annoying too, because DMM has a freaking PayPal option, and because that's what I was looking for earlier. I was looking for a PayPal. I mean, earlier as in like a couple months ago, maybe even a year ago at this point. But I was looking for other options before I found the Amazon Pay thing, and they have a PayPal option, but you can't even PayPal DMM unless your PayPal is specifically a Japanese PayPal. They don't take normal PayPal, and I'm like, what's the freaking point? What's the point? I don't understand. They do not need to do that because they can be very JP exclusive. The JP company already made their own payment already, isn't it? I mean, I saw on Twitter the DL site did that joint, but the thing about it though is that's just to get away from the credit card companies though. But then you also still have your side to deal with. That's just to get away from having the credit cards be used like in Japan. But it's like it's like that doesn't help you. That doesn't help you. That honestly probably makes it even worse for you on the. Bro, let's go to seeking dog water. Seeking OBS. I don't even know what I was saying. I was talking about thinking that joint is not gonna thinking. I was talking about that joint thinking. Like DL Site's method is not going to fix anything for us. That only fixes stuff on the JP side. Because now you're sending funds to DL Site and nobody on the US side knows what the heck that is. So your bank's gonna block that crap. So it's not gonna help. Why your stream keep freezing? Because I don't know. You do some stupidness. You know what happened if GBF got its own payment gateway for its global players? No idea. No idea. Honestly, they're probably not going to do that joint anyway, though, because Seeking, they're partnered with like 3 different companies for that joint. So they'd have to break all 3 of their all 3 of their things. And that joint's literally fundamental because that's literally just how you set up your peaking. That's literally how you set up your peaking. Whatchamacallit. It's how you set up your account. So you got a link with a peaking company. Global who? Literally. They do not care about us, bro. It also depend on their whale points too. Global non-dio? Yeah. Yeah, no, they don't care about that joint. They literally, they see, hey, PayPal's working, bro. That's good enough. Amazon JP's working, bro. That's good enough. They have like no inclination to taking. They have no inclination. Honestly, realistically, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. The only reason DL site even does that is because DL site has some you know some type of stuff on there, and that type of stuff is getting banned by taking. It's getting banned by taking credit card companies. That's the reason why. That's the story with DL site. But Granblue has no reason. Granblue has no reason to make its own thing. It has no reason to not have some type of credit card or Amazon JP or taking PayPal or something like that. Got Green Alexio from draws today. Could her, Roz, and Alethea work as a team for Hexa free quest? In theory, I could clear everything if the whole man's skills hit 2 mil. That team sounds like absolute taking dog water, but I mean, go ahead. You say this game can survive without the global community? Probably. MasterCard Visa losing out big money for the extra goodies banning these. Wait, what? For the extra goodies banning these? This theory where it's like if the minority finds a way around the problem, the people in power do nothing about it. Like that's what's going on. I mean, bruh, thinking, dude, like, I don't know how much they care about global, bro. I mean, they care about global in the sense that it's like thinking they want as many people to play the game as possible, but like realistically, as long as we can give them money, which we can. That's all they really care about. They just care about us playing the game. But like, could they survive without us? Probably, considering for the most part, it's seeking. a Japanese based game anyway. Like nobody really knows about GBF like that anyway. Like people don't be playing this game like that. So they may not be able to fund all this stuff. They may have to cut like an extra fest or something. Hire a little bit less cosplayers or something. Have a few less character songs or something. But I think they could probably survive without us. Dog water, because that's all I got. Been what, like a decade plus for GBF without global. I think they'd be all right. They made it past the Endure problem. Yeah. I mean, the thing about it is, realistically, Grand Blue Fantasy has literally no reason to make a global like these other games. It has absolutely no reason. Because the thing about it is, Grand Blue is seeking. It's already global. That's the thing. It's already global and it's already actively translated. The reason why a lot of these games end up making like a global version is because they come out with a version that is specifically for a region. Like it comes out specifically for Japan, and it's not taking translated for anything else besides Japan. So it's only in Japanese. And the thing about it too is a lot of those games are pretty much all of those games are like client-based games or like mobile-based games, like purely. But Grand Blue has the advantage that it's a teaching browser game. So it's like you can literally play this. No, you are not, like, obviously you're behind in terms of, you know, you haven't done Guild Wars, you haven't done teaching your evokers, like you're behind in terms of progress, but you're not behind the game. Like this isn't a Fate Go situation. Like what would they even realistically do with a global? What would even be different in a global version? It's already the same Tekken game. Literally the only, like, instead of adding a whole global version, the best thing they could do is just give it like English dub, so that you could swap the voices so that it's not all in Japanese. But literally everything is already translated anyway. So instead of making a global version, literally just make a dub and then make it easier for non-JP people to buy like stuff. That's really all they have to do. What's the point in making a global version? GBF being PC accessible made it more appealing for me as well when I first started. Wouldn't mind them setting up some servers in more places though. Dog water ping over here, they don't care. Well, that could be nice. Yeah, that could be nice. Like the thing that I guess what I'm trying to say is seeking they could add a lot of global quality of life, but there's no reason for a global version. They keep the same version. They just need to make it so that you have more quality of life not being in Japan. That's what they could do. You talking about PayPal having issues with Mobage? No, we're talking about Amazon JP having issues with Mobage. Well, that's what me and Ray were talking about, but the fact that it has an English option is shocking. Title card, obviously, next inclusion just says global in big letters. Yeah. Oh my god. Like, yeah, like there's literally just there's no reason, because it's all actively updated and translated anyway. It's not a standalone client like other games are. It's all in the Tekken browser. So that's why they will probably, like, they will literally make Grand Blue 2 before they make a global version. There's no point. There's no point. But they could definitely do a lot more quality of life. I think a bigger thing even more so than that too is not just more quality of life, but they also need to do way better at teaching. They need to do way better at exposing their game to non-JP people. Like, I've said it many times before, but the fact that it's taken them this long to even get like the Cygames EN Twitter account, bro, and the fact that they're still not, like, they literally have a Grand Blue Fantasy account and they can't even bother to just tweet it out in non-JP. everything is in thinking, everything is in JP. Like when they do the streams, they can't even make a second PowerPoint with English slides or Spanish slides. They're all in JP. Like that's what they need to do. That's what they need to work on instead of a global version. They need to work on their media, their media presence for non-JP. Because the fact that we're all essentially just doing whatever to get by, seeking Google Translate, hopefully try and dub over the voice on YouTube videos so they seeking JP people, bro. It's just like, it's cooked. It's cooked. What? My rates is cooked. I had issue with PayPal error. I think it's Mobage issues in general. Oh, so you might be having issues just in general with Mobage, Ray. And the fighting game has helped a little. Duolingo. Yeah, I think Versus and I think Relink both helped a lot. I think they both helped a lot. But the thing about it is, it's just like I said, they're just not doing anything to promote the game outside of Japan. Like, unless you just find out about Granblue and then you just, you luck into some friends that are playing it, or you luck into like a crew and then you start realizing, oh, there's stuff on Twitter about this game. It's just all in Japanese. Oh, there's like a Reddit for it and people post translations on the Reddit or something like that. Like, unless you just find that stuff, there's not like a central place that is official Granblue. Hey, these are the news updates. Besides the game itself. That's all you got. They don't even have like an in-game, like when the Christmas stream is gonna happen, they don't even have like a banner in game that tells you, hey, the Christmas stream is happening on December 20th. Watch from this link and this link and this link. Nothing in game. That joint is all on Twitter, and hopefully you found the JP Sci Games YouTube account so you can look it up. Otherwise, you don't even know there's a stream that exists. You didn't even know that joint was getting shown off. If you're like pure English and you don't know where to look. It's not like that type of stuff is just not even in the game. But those are the type of things that's just simple crap. That's simple crap that they should be doing for gaijins, and they just don't. Duolingo. JP only IRL events, JP only Mobage and DMM events, JP only. Didn't even think about the social media stuff. It's missed a gold mine, especially back when. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's another thing too. TBH, the fact that this game was literally based around Twitter for its entire raid system, and nothing. You couldn't even make an account that did English stuff. It's just like, I don't get it. And it's like, the thing about it is we have Granblue EN, thank you. But you go to Granblue EN seeking thing, that joint is literally unofficial. They have it in their thinking name. Granblue EN, unofficial. So if Sheep and them just decide, hey, one day I don't feel like doing this. I hope you can Google Translate everything, bruh. Because all the stuff like the Theking, I almost called it a live letter off Theking Final Fantasy. All the Theking live letters, all the updates, all the Theking, whatchamacallits, like the choreographs and stuff, all that stuff. I mean, people do it on like Reddit too, but most of that stuff is like Granblue EN. But that joint, if they just decided, hey, I don't feel like doing this anymore, you got to go look for that joint yourself. It was failing to go through PayPal entirely. Can we even watch Granblue TV on YouTube? Yes, you can, but you got to find their secret hidden JP Granblue TV Deacon channel. I have faith and I'll find AJT. He will show me the way. What? The one with voice acting? Only advertising that was done was me spamming my friends TLs with I need backup. Literally. Since the devs watch your stream, I'm sure we're gonna get that appreciation soon. Trust 100%. This guy said live letters, surely. Bruh, I don't think they're gonna fucking listen to me on this, bro. But it's just like I said, it's just that's the thing. And it's crazy to me too, because it's like I just talked about how they don't need a global version. But the thing about it is they need to realize that the global version isn't the only thing. Like the one, like they have the advantage of not needing a global version, but the advantage of a global version is that that global version then gets advertising for global. Because they don't have a global version, they have to just do the advertising for global, and they're not doing it. You still need the advertising. It's just that it's not coming with the global version. You just have to do it. So it's just like, I don't know. But that's the thing that they really need to work on. They need to work on global quality of life, and they need to work on social media presence for the game, for a global. That's what they got to do. But they probably, honestly, thinking how side games is now, bro, they probably won't do it until people like start leaving en masse for some reason. Then that's when they'll start doing it. Because then they'll be like, oh my god, we need to fucking tap into the global. How do we tap into the global market? Oh, we need fucking... Wait, you never made that Twitter account? You never made the YouTube account? Wait, I thought you were supposed to get fucking auto translations for the streams. Why didn't you do that 10 years ago? That's what's gonna end up happening once people start leaving your mass. So it's like fucking... I don't know. No global version, need more global presence. They got to get on that VTuber. They did get on the VTuber market. And what VTubers did they get? Thinking Pekora, Botan, who else was it? Subaru. And what are all these seeking VTubers? JP. JP. All these dudes seeking JP. Like they don't tap into the teaking. I'm not saying teaking, oh, give me a teaking. I'm not saying, oh, give me a teaking sponsorship or something, but you got like teaking Hatsu. Hatsu's literally the voice actress for Anila. He can get pay her to teaking advertise it. Like you could help with that. Get someone, heck, just get half of the voice actors. But it's just like I said, they just don't tap into their global market at all. They don't care. And like I said, they're not gonna care. I mean, maybe somebody comes around one day and they're just like, hey, maybe we should do this. But I feel like they're probably not gonna care until people start leaving in mass. And then when people start leaving in mass, then they're gonna be like, okay, how do we make more money? Oh, we need to do global related stuff. You're so right. They were me farming VAs advertising the game would be played. That's what I'm saying. Like you just gotta do something. Like literally anything is better than what we have right now. Literally anything. Like you could literally throw a dart anywhere on the board and it would hit on a good idea. Because literally right now we have nothing. If they had at least one from top E and Hololive VTubers to try, even Eno's service would crash. Eno was talking about fake a lot, now it's free advertising. Gigi Marina's done some stuff for Gramblin. Yeah, so Gigi, I actually saw Gigi last night. She was doing Shadowverse. But the thing about Shadowverse is Shadowverse got the new version, and that's another client thing. But it's like thinking, I don't know, bro. It's like they just don't do it with Granblue. Honestly, I think I feel like I remember seeing a post from or not a post, but like I think I remember seeing a clip from Northern Lion that was talking about for Uma Musume that nobody, he was talking about how nobody approached him, and he had other friends that were talking about, oh, we want sponsorships and stuff, and they were trying to contact Side Games, and Side Games just wasn't having any of it. Like, they just weren't talking to anybody about it. And it's like that's something. I mean, Uma Musume, that joint's seeking huge, and that joint was huge on the global version. Just nothing. No sponsorships for that joint. People were just playing it because everybody else was playing it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know. For some reason, like I said, I just think, and see, that's another thing too, where I feel like they just don't know how to game. They don't know how to game the like the content creator streamer social media game. I feel like they just don't know how to do that right now. They just don't know how to do that. That's what I think the issue is. Because heck, I mean, bro, even somebody like Kuwataro, how does Kuwataro not have a sponsorship, bro? Like, how? And he's JP. How is that guy not getting sponsored or something? Like, how is cool? Like, you know how like, if you've ever watched like some of those high-end like Genshin Star Rail people, they be talking about, oh yeah, thinking, you know, they flew us out to thinking play the new patch or something like that, and now I can tell you about all the stuff that's coming in the patch. It's like thinking you've never heard of anybody in Grand Blue, JP or otherwise, that's had the opportunity. It's like Side Games just don't know how to tap into the people playing their game. Which, I mean, it sounds kind of bad when you say it like that, but it's just like they just don't know how to do it. They just don't know how to interact. They're like antisocial. They just don't know how to interact. They don't know how to interact with their own fans. It's crazy to me. Crazy Good Global carries the game. What EMP does Vajra want? All of them. Ringer, get them all. I don't Teking know, man. I don't know. I took Teking. What is this? I was just gonna take all this Seeking crit on God. I was gonna take all this crit, and I think that leaves me like 2 more or something. So maybe like a defense. I always like to take 1 CA, even though this chick is not CAing. But honestly, for real, you're probably gonna end up taking the Seeking attack on God. Side Games and a ghost sound. Total playtime on day 1 gap Persona 5 gotcha so much was disgusting. Yeah. I think it also a thing of JP being super focused on gaming on the go versus the average global gamer. Sitting in front of their PC. Maybe outdated views on marking. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. I think another thing too about Side Games is Side Games just be doing, they just be doing stuff, bro. They just be doing whatever they want to do on God. And if that joint makes money, it's like, okay, cool. Like, you know, like, maybe this is the reason why I'm thinking best friends with KMR Jr., bro. Because, like, you know how I be talking about thinking, I be making videos for myself more than other, like, for you guys, I be making videos for myself. That's kind of what it feels like Side Games does, but with their games. They're essentially like, hey, Teking, we just felt like making some Teking characters, bro. We felt like making some characters. We felt like making some new weapons. And then Teking, then they tweet it out. Instead of making a YouTube video, they tweet it out. And then they go back to doing whatever else they want to do. That's kind of how it feels when it comes to Side Games. It feels like they just make their game. They make their game how they want to make their game. Unless there's massive backlash to whatever they're doing, they just keep on trucking along. They don't care about anything else. They just do whatever they want to do. And then they just keep going. And they just don't care about anything else. That's what it feels like. It made pinball and took it back. Oh, dude. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Deacon, I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's what they need to do. Barely any. Yeah, there's no character trailer or nothing. That like they just. It's literally just, hey, Deacon, we made a character. Hey, come check it out. You like this character? Come roll for it. Anyway, on to the next one. On to the next one. I'm gonna do a full auto. I have food. I'm gonna do a full auto something. I think I'm a full auto C. That should take a hot minute. That should take like 50 years. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But that would definitely be like the... Have you found any new pizza after all this time? No. Especially because I've been on seeking calorie deficits and crap, bro. So I barely get to eat pizza. Deserved is crazy. You only advertise new stuff at their own big events, yeah. I mean, heck, bro, have you ever looked at thinking, have you ever looked at one of those Grand Blue Versus streams before, bro? Like, specifically, like, the Grand Blue Versus sections? Bro, it looks like they're literally showing off, like, hey, look, guys, I made this, and this is so sick. Man, we love this. Bro, I love the voice actor on this, too. Dang, this is a good character we made. Like, it barely even feels like they're showing that joint off for you. Well, this presentation went pretty good despite the technical difficulty. Reminds me of what I tell in IRL is in the editing, you're doing content for yourself, not for an audience. Yeah. You honestly think there's hope for Usopp to get strong at this point? I think my goat is stuck the way he is. He definitely, he 1000% can get stronger from a combat standpoint, but from a character and representation standpoint, I think he's cooked. I'm gonna be real. I think he's cooked. The thing about it is, hold on. The thing about it is, Oda wants to finish that freaking story, bro. The thing about it is, Oda wants to finish that freaking story, and the time for characterization and character building, especially for the Straw Hats, is pretty much done. That joint is not going to change much. He just doesn't. He does not spend the time on the Straw Hats like he used to anymore. They don't get as fleshed out anymore. I really miss Straw Hat character development, yeah. I mean, to be honest, most of them are already developed. The thing about it, and this is kind of an issue with Oda's writing style. This is kind of an issue with Oda's writing style. And the fact that he has way too many freaking characters and plot points in his story. But Oda doesn't really know how to... He doesn't really know how to write characters unless they are developing or... Unless they're developing or... the focus of something. He doesn't really know how to write characters. And what I mean by that is essentially, unless a character is developing or is the focus of the arc or part of the arc or whatever storyline they're a part of, he has so many characters that he essentially says, okay, they're not important to what I'm trying to tell right now. Let's completely freaking ignore them. That's what he does. If they're not integral to the thing that he's trying to tell at that specific amount of time, they do not matter. They might as well not be in whatever place they're in. If they're in that place, they might as well not exist. That's the thing. He doesn't know how to write people. He doesn't know how to write people like outside the moment. He doesn't know how to focus on people all at the same time unless they actually matter for something. Gotta collect all the different movies. It's that bad because I've seen so many people go like, we have to go back to the bum Straw Hat after this peak flashback went to back. Yeah. And you know what's gonna happen as soon as they come out? Because remember what happened before the flashback, by the way. They were literally, it was like Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, Loki, and Hydruden are about to go up to fight freaking Emu, bro. What do you think realistically? With a cast of Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Loki, and High Druden, what do you realistically think Chopper and Frankie are going to be doing in that moment? Realistically, what do you think they're going to be doing? How many chapters do you think they're going to either be on the sidelines being like, wow, that joint's crazy, I can't believe that's happening, or look at the field around me, like basic side character stuff, or they're just not going to show up in the chapters? Like, Brook might get something because Brook had something going on with Tekken Gunko, and Usopp might get something just because it's Elbaf related. But like, realistically, what do you think people like Tekken Robin, Nami, Frankie, Chopper, Jinbei are realistically going to get there? Like, you have the complete center focus stage on possibly the final villain of the story, and you think any of those guys are going to do anything? Now, granted, they'll probably get something at the very end. Like, let's assume, you know, at the very end they're fighting Emu, and then like all the gods knights, they'll probably all get a fight or something. But then, see, that's another thing. That's another big issue. And this is how I kind of know that's how Oda's writing style is. Because how does Oda write stuff? Granted, you know, obviously you want the climax to be at the very end, right? You want the biggest climax to be at the very end, right? But how does Oda write his Seeking fights and his stories, right? What he does is he gets all the Seeking baby stuff out the way first. So like, think back to Wano. You get stuff like Usopp and Nami's fight with Page 1 ulti out the way. You get Tekken Robin's fight with Black Maria out the way. You get the Ice Oni stuff with Chopper out the way. Why? So that then you can focus on Sanji's fight versus Queen, Zoro's fight versus King, and primarily Luffy's fight versus Kaido. After that, pretty much by the time you start getting to the Sanji fight and the Zoro fight, everybody else in the Straw Hat crew don't matter. Their fights are already done. So the extent that you really get is like Jinbei putting out the fire, and that's like it. Nobody else is doing anything. They're all just staying around. What do you think half the crew was doing while Luffy was finishing off Kaido? Realistically, what do you think they were doing? You think they were just standing there? They might as well have been just standing there, because they're like, it's literally, you know, that thing where people talk about like thinking, what if the world just stops existing if I'm not in that certain spot at a certain time? That's essentially how Oda writes stories. If the character that matters is not on screen right now, like if they're like, if he wants to focus on Nami, nobody else matters right now. Nobody else matters unless they are related to what Nami's story is supposed to be. Nobody else is doing anything. Nobody else matters. And by the time he gets to the big fights at the very end, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, everybody else is done. Nobody else matters. This is also the reason why I've heard this complaint about Oda's writing before, that Oda loves like timers for stuff in arcs, where like back in Alabasta you had the timer of the bomb. You gotta stop the bomb. Speaking in Onigashima, we have to stop the fire, and we have to stop the island from falling. The reason why Oda likes timers so much is because he gives you the illusion that people are doing things while the main people are doing things. Because then it's like, oh my god, Luffy's fighting Kaido right now, but everybody else is busy with the fire. That fire does not matter, bro. That fire does not matter. Nobody's dying in that fire. Nobody's dying in that fire. That fire does not matter. It does not matter. But it gives you the illusion, oh, at least Seeking, Nami, and Usopp, they were probably going around trying to get out of the fire. No. They could have just essentially been standing still. That fire does not matter. But that's the reason why he does stuff like that. He does timers like that so that once all his seeking, I won't call him fodder, but like all the people that aren't like Luffy, Zoro, Sanji are like done. Once they're done with their main event, they have something else to quote unquote do in the background. And Truden thinks he's part of the team. It was a tough fight, seeing Chopper in to deal with him. Monster Point was solo trust. Samurai guys were at least giving commentary from time to time. Bruh, even they got cooked. Bro, Samurai's a perfect thinking, a perfect thing, bro. That joint's a perfect thing. Bro, what did the Samurai do? What did the Samurai do? They got their one moment where they stabbed Kaido, and then they were up on the rooftop. What did the Samurai do after Luffy transported them underground? Off the rooftop. Once he told Law to freaking transport them underground. They had the random freaking Kazuki Odin thing. Just so freaking Ashura Doji could die. What else did they do, bro? What else were they doing? What else were they doing? Nothing was happening. They were just fighting fodder. They were fighting fodder beast pirates. Like the whole time. That's what they were doing. That was their goal. They never tried to get back on the roof. They were just like, screw that. Can't beat Kaido. Can't beat Kaido. I would have really sacrificed them for more chapters. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now too. Thinking, guess what? Thinking, what is this? So bad guy JoJo reference. Bro, I'm about to spoil ZZZ, by the way, so if you are a ZZZ person, click off. I don't know what this is.
Dead weight. If that's really what you think, you don't deserve to be called Komono Mato! Get up. I'm getting serious now.
Yeah. My friend sent me that and he's like thinking there's a thinking soul bad guy JoJo reference. Like, okay. But oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say. Thinking the other thing you wanna know what the side plot is right now? For so that Chopper and them have something to do that's not Emu related. What did Emu do the last time we saw him, bro? What did Emu do the last time we saw him? Thinking Domi Reversey, bro. Now you got random thinking dudes that are like reversed. You got random dudes that are thinking reverse now. So now we got to deal with those dudes. Who's gonna deal with those? The foot soldiers. Seeking Usopp, Nami, seeking Frankie, Chopper. That's what they got to deal with now. Not to mention the kids. It's funny feeling that Usopp will end up being someone anointed. Emu? Yeah, when he breaks everybody out of Domi Reversi. Usopp would have made a better Gumma Gumma those. Alright, hold up. I'd like just finished. I'm gonna throw away this trash. Ah, my legs. My legs are cooked. And I'm back. Didn't have to call. Like so bad it made him walk away. Dude. Well, no, the thing about it is I just don't think I kind of agree with the decision to just not give Usopp a devil fruit. I feel like that's just not a... I can't really see Usopp as a devil fruit user. The thing. Because Usopp's whole point is he's supposed to be like the Rock Lee. He's supposed to be like the underdog type that has like, he has to make the most out of nothing, essentially. So if you give him a devil fruit, then he kind of just gets an edge where he's not supposed to get an edge. He's supposed to be the make-do guy. Bro, I keep getting message requests on Twitter from like random JP accounts. Don't know who you are. Leave me alone. Miss 10-ton hammer Usopp? Yeah, I miss Usopp that did literally anything. I miss Usopp that did literally anything. Side Games hitting you up for a sponsor? That's not no Side Games, bruh. Side Games looking real unusual. Oops. Where the heck is seeking? Oh, there it is. The phone. Good old days. Yeah. Break my account over S. Bruh, what is with y'all Tiki Tien, bro? She's not even that hot. Unusual has me coughing. Bruh, why are y'all going crazy over Tien, bro? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't get that joint. I've never gotten the Tien love, to be honest. Like, obviously she shows off her butt a lot in her arts, but that's like it. I've never liked her character. Don't really like her kit that much. Don't like her personality. She's like deadpan as crap. I don't know, it's just not. She never really been for me, bruh. She's nonchalant, bro. You wouldn't understand. More of us deadpan. More for us deadpan lovers. No way, bruh. I mean, enjoy breaking your account like 80, I guess. Wouldn't let that happen to me, though. I don't know, I joined. And what are you even using her on? She's not even getting used to anything. Like, these dudes are just like, oh my god. I saw something earlier that was thinking a willness, bruh. A willness. That's the best you got. I break my account and didn't even get it. Yikes. Dude, did Aku roll, by the way? Did he post a spark? That man was telling me, thinking if he got a bar, he was gonna spark, and then he got a bar. He's not streaming, is he? I don't see him. All these dudes on thinking Pokemon. Like 10 rolls. Well, that was earlier. He did rolls earlier. But he was telling me he was gonna roll, like he was gonna spark if he got a bar. And that was like 30 minutes ago. I see my glorious Dark Lord is financially stable now. Yeah, about that. About that. There's this little thing called swiping. Sometimes swiping ain't the best thing you could be doing. But it gets the job done, you know what I mean? It gets the job done though, you know what I mean? Spark screenshot and saw mines. I think they got him. Bruh. Dude, it could just be like that Vegeta thing though, where it was like thinking, I'm gonna post it after I win this fight. Never mind, I thinking lost. I'm not posting that crap. He could have just seeking got cooked and crashed out and just didn't even bother with the picture. I want to get a bar, bro. I want a bar. Is he also doing it for TN? I think he's doing it for like everybody. Well, funnily enough, I think he's doing it for TN and Vajra. I think he cares less about Lancelot, because who really cares about Win? Let's be honest. But I think he just wanted everybody. I got a credit card to Spark Doggo and paid it off Insta as low-key just brain. Just big brain. I don't have a problem. What if you can pay it off instantly? Why do you need the credit card in the first place? just buy the currency. What are we doing? To build credit? That's not how that works. you gotta let it get on the ticking. It's gotta be on the card to even show up. If you just pay it instantly, then it's ticking, it doesn't even show up. You gotta get a balance. You gotta at least let it go for a month. Somebody take his credit card away. I'm so glad we don't get actual credit cards here. It's a long time. I mean, that's how much it is. It's literally thinking that's just the cycle of the thinking credit card. And I only know this because I started my thinking accounting friend helped me with it to thinking start building credit, and he's like just get like gas and like groceries, or like if you eat food or something like that with it. But then you gotta leave it, and then when you get the thinking statement, then you just pay what's on the statement, essentially. Like you never let that joint get overdue or anything. But if you got like $100 in the statement, but you got a total of like 200 balance, you gotta wait for the other 100 to thinking actually become a statement balance, and then you pay it. But that's not gonna be until like a month after you did it, because that's when your thinking credit card is due. What happens when you build credit? Yeah, it lets you own houses and buy cars. It's really thinking dumb, by the way. It's really thinking stupid. But it's essentially saying, hey, you can make payments and you're not falling behind. So your credit is building, and that means, hey, when we try and sell you a house or a car, you're much more likely to actually pay that joint because you have a credit history of doing that type of thing. Otherwise, because like for me, like I said, before I started doing that, like my credit wasn't low. Like it's not like ticking It wasn't like 2 or something. It wasn't like 2 or like 100 or something. It was like a normal thing. But I was the same way as you, 80, where like I don't like I just like when I want something, I just pay for it. Like I don't like to have the debt thing on it either. But it's like your credit essentially is just sitting there because everybody is essentially born with a freaking number. Everybody is essentially born with a number, and then it depends on how you deal with stuff, you know, in your life that determines whether it goes up or down. But if you just don't do anything credit related, then you're just stuck at the same number, and that number it's not like bad, but it's not necessarily high either, because you haven't proven that you've done anything. You just haven't screwed up yet. Essentially, you haven't screwed up yet. So you're just sitting at like 50 out of 100. Essentially, it's not bad, but you're just not moving up or down. You pay all the full thing, you get plenty. Yeah, it's seeking. It's really dumb. It's really freaking dumb. Does credit score apply across banks? Like if I have multiple credit cards from multiple? Yes. Yes. Cause them dudes, they be tracking you, bruh. They be tracking you. Thinking, I know thinking, bruh. Dude, Credit Karma, bruh, they know everything about you, bruh. They know everything about you, bruh. Thinking they know loans I took out that I didn't even know I took out. I don't even remember taking them out. They know everything, bro. You can get a credit card tomorrow in Spark. That's crazy. This is what is the thing you're supposed to say? This is not financial advice. Number tied to the number you're born with. So yeah, unfortunately, hunting gold. Yo, you deny a new card just because your credit. Yeah. But that joint back at all costs. I know better than to mess with the IRS. Got a singer from Siete. I wanted my star edges. You're getting punished to see your credit score. You're getting punished to see your credit score also. I don't even know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it is, but I've looked at mine on Credit Karma. Like, I don't look at it like a lot, but every single time I've done it, I haven't gone down because of it. So I don't know if that's true. Unless you go through like, I don't know, maybe if you go through like, I don't even know where you would go for that. The police station? I don't think, I don't know where you would go to check your credit score IRL. But whenever I've done it on credit, because the thing about it is credit, like, bro, there's no way it goes down. There's no way it goes down because Credit Karma literally be baiting me, bro. They send me an email every single time that joint goes up, even if it's by 1. So you're telling me they're literally just emailing me like, hey, come check your credit score so we can take it back down another point. It's like, there's no way that's true. There's no way. They send me way too many thinking emails telling me to go look at the thinking higher score. Or they're like, dang, good job, your score went up. You're telling me they're telling me that just so I'll go look at it and then it'll go down? Then it makes sense. Then it makes sense. So I don't think that's true. I think the thing about it is, I think if you try and go through like super like legal means, like I gotta figure out everything about myself, all my past and stuff like that. I think when you try and get like super deep into it, that's when it might go down. But I think just seeing the score, I don't think you're gonna go down. If you just look that joint up on Credit Karma, I don't think you're gonna go down. Starting to shudder at what Aku's credit score might be. I've been so afraid to check my score because I thought it was messed up like that. So it's the lower the better score. No, the higher. But that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. Like he's saying he's afraid of his score going down. He's afraid of his score going down. But what I'm saying is Credit Karma will send me an email like, hey, good job, your score went up. Like incentivizing me to go look at the fact that I just went up in score. But if looking up your score made your score go down, why would they even send me an email like that? Because they're just baiting me to go look at the site and then drop my score. That doesn't make sense. So there's no way just looking at it thinking drops your score. Ultimate Gambit to put your score back down. Alright. But yeah, I think that's a hoax. Because I've heard that before too. I also heard that about taking like license points or something. Like if you get tickets or something, if you like look too far into your like your like driving point, because I think the way it works is like if you get a ticket or something, you get like a point on your license, or you can get a point on your license or something. And if you like try and look up how many points you have on your license or something, you can get like another point or something, like something freaking stupid. So essentially you can see the bare minimum, but if you try and dig, that's when they can come after you. Credit Karma rubbing their hands together trying to yeah, right? They're like that seeking Silver Sonic that's seeking licking their lips, bruh. Like, please come check this joint. We're trying to get you to go down. Like, that's crazy. There's no way. I'm glad I'm in a third world country sometimes. Right, seeking cooks, man. Credit score is the dumbest thing. Bro, did you guys ever see that seeking? Yeah, you guys ever see the seeking meme? Oh my god. This joint, ow, I bit my tongue. This joint's seeking crazy. Look at this joint, bro. Look at this joint, bro. Look at this.
It was Malachi. It was Malachi. Let me see your shit good. It was Malachi. Yeah, let me see good. And I did something wrong. Nah, good. Damn. Bitch, I wouldn't front you a gram. It was Malachi.
Yo, like, you got,
and I did something wrong. Nah, good. Damn. Bitch, I wouldn't front you a gram.
like if you got a 4 credit score, bro, you're cooked. You're cooked, bro. You're taking shot. Bro, Tiki Griffy made a video about that joint too. Oh, let me see. Tiki. Let me see. Griffy had a Tiki this joint. This joint right here. This joint's mad old, by the way. This was a Tiki, this was one.
Hello.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what we gotta deal with over here, bro. That's what we gotta deal with over here, bro. just so you know, we're not just making it up, bro. That's a real thing. Y'all be going through it. Credit score like GPA, literally. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Yo, it's crazy, bro. But yeah, that being said, thinking, yeah, try and build your credit score, bro. And the thing that's whack about it too is seeking that joint. It's not like hard to make it go up, but it takes like forever. But trying to make it go down is mad easy. You can make it drop down mad easy, but trying to get it to go back up is not nearly as easy. It's essentially the way you could think of, like, it's literally like the name is pretty apt, because it's just like it's essentially somebody thinking, it's like if you tried to borrow $1 from somebody all the time at school and you never gave that joint back, and now the whole school knows that whenever you ask for $1, you're never giving that joint back. That's essentially what a credit score is, but for life. You had to play that back to back. In my head, having laughed like this in a while. This is real. It's real life, bro. That joint's real. I'm not even making that up. But credit score also part of the reason why parents be getting real mad when their kids use their card on for Fortnite V-Bucks and whatnot. I mean, kinda. I mean, I guess it kind of depends. I mean, obviously, I think the bigger issue is that they're taking money in general. Oh yeah, I guess. See, that's another thing. Well, I'll finish my first thought. The first thing is just simply that they're taking money in general that they're not supposed to be taking. But that's another thing that can also screw you too, where thinking like credit cards have like limits, right? Like let's just say it has like $1,000 limit. You're not supposed to really take out that $1,000. Like taking out that $1,000, that joint can lower your credit too. So like if they already had like $700 on that credit card, and then the kid goes and buys like $300 worth of V-Bucks, and then that joint ticking, and heaven forbid if they try and overcharge that joint, but if that joint ticking actually like maxes out, that can lower your credit too, because you're only really supposed to get like, I think isn't the recommended amount supposed to be like 30 or 40% or something. Like you're not even supposed to take like a lot of that credit card out, like realistically, because that can start dropping your credit. So if the kids just start doing stuff, then yeah, that can screw you over. But I think the main principle though is just the fact that thinking, hey, you're not supposed to be taking this money. This is my money. Why are you taking that money? And then they take that money. Playing in debt monopoly. I think they're stealing at that point, something like that. Especially if you can't do the monthly payments. Yeah. Price gaming doko. Bro. You came to my stream for water related stuff? Maybe my spark plan will be cooked. I told you, bro. I told you that joint seeking, that like I don't, like I said, I literally just seeking. I just get seeking. I do gas, and hey, I don't even do all the groceries either. Because if I've been eating out a lot, if I got like expensive seeking groceries, I'll just pay with that on my debit card. I'm not putting it on a credit card. But I only do like groceries, seeking food, and like gas on mine. I don't use that joint for anything else. And I always pay that joint on time too, because I always pay it. Like I literally it's funny as crap, because literally whenever I get paid, I always check my bank account, because I always put some of my paycheck in savings. Also I just budget stuff in general, but like thinking, whenever I get paid, I always look at my bank account, and then I immediately, once I'm done looking at my bank account, I then go and look at the credit card site, and then I pay my credit card bill for the month. so I always do that. I don't even like seeking. I know a couple people have told me like, just put that joint on auto pay, but like, I mean, auto pay is fine, but low key, the thing about it is like, the thing that with auto pay for me is I literally use my credit card so little. I use it so little that I kind of like looking at it every month, just in case somebody did something. Like if somebody got my information they were spending, or I went like further over the limit than I thought I was going to. Like you're not gonna catch that with auto pay, because it's just gonna pay it anyway. But like for me, I go in and I actually look at the site, and then I pay my credit card bill. I came to your stream to see the new gold bar farming tech that I will never achieve. I'm already doing it. Be glad that dollar still got some value versus the yen right now. Credit score is 4. What are you dying, Ray? But yeah, man. I mean, it's a crazy world, bro. It's a crazy world we live in, man. Crazy world we live in. Can a brother get a bar? Dude, if I get a bar, I promise I'll bar my Lancelot dagger like right now, bro. Swear. Swear to God I will. I'll immediately use that bar. At least you're looking at your credit card bill second and not the exchange rate, bro. That's because for me, like, you guys know how I talk about thinking, like, for me, like, sparking and stuff isn't like, that joint's not gambling. It's literally just seeking, I'm paying a certain amount, and if I get it early, it's a discount. For me, it's like, if I want to buy a spark, I'm buying the spark. If the yen is weaker or higher during that time, it's still getting bought. I don't look for yen trends before I spark or buy a spark. It's just whenever I want to buy that spark, I just seek and buy it. So if it's lower, I'm like, okay, thinking, you know, that's cool. I saved maybe like $10-20 or something. But like I don't really be looking for the yen rate. For real monster. I appreciate the downward yen trend. Yeah, me too. Me too. Honestly, I need to fill up that I need to fill up that spark I just used today. TBH. Because I'm planning on 2 sparks for whoever the heck is seeking impalement. I'm just, whenever there's an impalement, I'm just planning on 2 sparks. So I need to get another one. Technically, I think what I'm actually gonna do though, cause like I'm probably just gonna buy a spark, but I don't know if I actually, like, even if I use 2, I think technically with like my crystals and the leftover points, I should be able to spark the collab banner too without spending anything. But I don't know. Comments in the credit score is 4. Video is killing me, bro. All this laughter better cure me. Bruh, that's just what it is, bruh. What the? How am I still stuck? Release me from this prison. Wouldn't even lend him my attention. Yeah, that joint's crazy. Like I said, 4 is insane, bro. Just as reference, by the way, to know how low 4 is, like a decent-ish credit score is around like 700. like a decent-ish one is around like 700. So to be at a 4 is catastrophic. To put it more into perspective, how funny that clip is, by the way. That's why I said if that joint's that low, you're like hooked. Like just it's just over. You're done, so kid. Pack it up. Get off Twitter, bro. It's already ticking 11, bro. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, the Seeking Lancelot sprite looks like dog. I don't like that Lancelot sprite at all. I don't know what's with them and having these like Seeking like conductor-esque characters and Seeking Wind. But I don't know why he's like that. That don't seem like a magic wand to me. That character even wearing his shoes? I don't know. I still can't see it. Yes, I think those are like boots. TNs look like, by the way. Oh, it's the same thing she has in every Seeking art. Gotcha. Ugh. Oh god, I'm about to Seeking and go take a shower and go to sleep. Seeking. I gotta Seeking give my body some rest, bro. Been cooking this joint. No bars edge. Where's the bar? I don't know. You guys want to hand one over here? Tell me you're doing a tier list instead of need help. Make it this person has a credit score of 4. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Not gonna try the fun gun tech? Bro, I don't have a 149 race Felger. What are you talking about? Mine's at 150. I don't even have TN. What are we saying? I told you, I don't know why you came here for critiquing water related stuff. Why does it need to be 149? Because 150 screws over your TA when you get that last skill. And then you have to use an extra button to make sure you guarantee TA. Also the grids you can change. Attack too. The 149 thing is real? Yeah, for degenerates on PBHL that are still getting lapped by Teking Fire players, but some credit score of 4 behavior. I was gonna go for a 149 race. I just know a grand success would happen and I get screwed. Yeah, honestly, I'd kill myself. I'd kill myself live on stream. I think I'm about to go until the end of this EP, however long that is. And I have to refresh EP, I'm done. Also, I finished all my Teking rucksack battles earlier. I should have made a tier list of the ones I Teking. I think the best ones that I dealt with were Teking. I think the best ones I dealt with were Teking Shieldsworn, Chrysor, Chaos Ruler, and low-key Elysian. Low-key. I forgot what the Teking. Oh, Lumberjack? Lumberjack felt Teking awful. Lumberjack literally felt awful until I realized that I just straight up needed to keep harps because them animals were not doing Teking anything. I had one run where I literally like sacrificed my whole build so that I could get like 3 of the bears in on Teking Lumberjack. That joint got Teking clapped. You need harps and Teking animals. Which is honestly terrible because trying to build 2 different things is dumb as crap. I kind of liked Rising Force, but Rising Force feels like mad Teking. Rising Force feels mad glass canny. Sometimes I would straight up one-shot people, and then sometimes I Teking just couldn't kill anybody. And also trying to Teking get the guitars on Rising Force was kind of AIDS. Because like they take up so much Teking space. There's one that's like a 3, like one of the main ones is like 3 spaces, and then another one is seeking 4. Literally was making like tower formation, like a fence of Teking guitars. So that was trash. But I think the best ones I dealt with were Teking Shieldsword, Chrysor, Chaos Ruler, and kinda, I think the reason why I say kind of Elysian, because I think Elysian is essentially like easier Teking Rising Force, because you don't gotta upgrade the harps, you just get them. You just get them and you put them all together with like the slimes and crap. But if you don't get your Teking build like going, then you get cooked. Which, to be fair, is most of the Teking things anyway. But I think Elysian was pretty strong when I played it, and I actually had like good builds. There were new weapons or not? I don't think so. Actually, maybe there was. I don't know. I'm gonna be real. The first time I only really played Tekken like Chrysor, Chaos Ruler, and Berserker. So I don't even know half of the. I don't even know if there's any new lines that were in this one that weren't in the last one. I feel like Lumberjack and Rising Force weren't in the last one though, but maybe I'm thinking high. Or maybe just nobody played them. Would you look at that? Would you look at bruh? There's no shot. There's no shot on this Seeking planet. Would you look at that? Weren't we just talking about how they don't do character showcases or anything? And now they have this Ogi animation for Vajra as a tweet. Have they ever done this before? I've never seen this before in my life. They watching your stream, Big Boss? They put a graphic together that fast, bro. It's been like 30 minutes. They put a graphic together that fast. That joint's crazy. Still in Japanese though. Hey KMR Jr., can you start doing English stuff? But yeah, that joint's actually crazy. That chainsaw man image Makima is watching. They were like, oh, social media presence? We can do that real quick. We'll just put some freaking text over here, talk about the character details, and put up the Ogi animation. Very easy, really. Maybe we can do this joint. Literally, like I said, I've never seen that joint before. Now watch, bro, watch. What if they start doing that for grands, bro? They could start thinking, look, I'm giving you guys ideas. You could start doing it for grands. You could show off the Ogi animation, and y'all got live 2D now, bro. Y'all could show off the home screen animation. Y'all could show that joint off. That's free real estate, bro. I got 3 EP, bruh. 3 EP. I'm doing this one. Trying to look for one where I'm not gonna get cooked. Oh, they did that Grand Sariel teaser at Fest. Yup. Yup. Mm-hmm. Yup. They sure do, bro. They sure do. They gotta start doing that crap, bro. And see, they could. Ooh, yeah, freedom! Woohoo! Right at the end, bro. All right, I did say I was gonna bar that Teking Lancelot dagger. God dang it, bro. What goes in comes, or what comes in goes right back out. I did say I was gonna bar that Lancelot dagger, even though I have no use for it at this current point in time, but I can't screw up my Teking juju. You know what I mean? I gotta Teking, you know, I gotta do what has to be done. I got to do what's got to be done. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, what I was gonna say was for if they start doing the grand, if they start doing the grand teaser thing, like how Sariel, they could literally just do it like Sariel's, because then you could just keep it like you could keep it technically, obviously we knew it was Sariel coming, right? But it's like, you could keep it like kind of a secret where it's like, hey, thinking it's kind of a secret, like thinking you don't actually show the character, but you just do like some voice lines or something like that. So then we don't really know, like we know who's coming, but we don't really know what's coming with them and stuff like that. Just to kind of like drum up some hype. Why is it always I'm tired, I'm gonna sleep, and then a gold bar pops up? Bro, that's my secret hidden Discord strat, bro. When I'm running at my wit's end, and that's when I do it. Alright, so I got 2 Lancelot daggers now, finally. I've wanted this for a hot minute, on God. I really have. Because I've seen a lot of setups that have had these. And the thing about Lancelot Dagger 2 is this joint has Seeking HP on it. So I've kind of just wanted 2 of these. Like I said, I have no use for it right now, but I just said I would do it if I got a bar, so there it is. Can't wait to get a dupe next time I roll on Flash. Can't wait for the Grand Wind character to come after Gilmore. Halloween Banner kind of mid. At least I got Lancelot. Congrats. The Catalyst is retweeting GBF official content. Yo, go retweet right now, bro, and you might get a... Oh, I'm skipping this. All right, you guys think my V's gonna stall out or no? Be for real, be honest. You guys think my V's gonna stall out? Think he's stalling? I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna win, and he's gonna bring back that Teking Spear thing too. He's gonna win, and he's bringing back the spear. Because I need that joint. I need that joint so I can keep winning. I'm skipping this too, bro. I'm not waiting 3 minutes. I'm not waiting 3 minutes, bro. I'll use the AP pots. This is gonna be an easy win. Very easy. Very easy. Okay, Thinking worthless. Back to Thinking water again. Hey, I'm level 46 now, though. Perception and Infinity. Dude, these are almost Seeking done. I need these joints to get the level. I need specifically you to get to level 10. Hop to it. This doesn't even really help me. Those stats. Would I get Affinity and Perception? Bro, those are the ones that are already over the line. I don't even need those. I guess technically I could take you out, but I really just want to get to level 10 first before I take them out. Even though I don't need the cat. Alright, well... Oh wait, I'm gonna do the Seeking... Maniac. Real quick. Message retracted? What did you say? I see everyone done with bullet farming? Yeah. I mean, technically, I still don't have the ethereal ones in the cartridges, but I also don't care. So, I'm done with bullet farming. I'm also just kind of done with testing Teking Hexafall 0, I'm gonna be real. I think I pushed the DPM to my limit. Can't do no more. Only way I can do more is if I get like the Seeking debuff clear artifacts, which I don't have. So, yeah. Oh, whoops. Brother, we were done with that already like 5 months ago. Yo, Kit, how you enjoying the new light character, bro? You like? You like? Isn't it crazy that I just got those seeking Damascus crystals before I got the tickets. Broken, yeah, she's busted as crap, bro. She's still seeking good. She's so good. Also, Kate, you showed up at the worst time, bro, because I'm literally about to end. I mean, in your world, that's a good time because you want me to end anyway, but Light and Water got pretty good units, and meanwhile, we win players got Lancelot Halloween. This Ellie sucks. Sure looks like it, Paul. Sure looks like it, Paul. Speaking, Wind is so trash. Can I actually do fast full autos? I'm not used to this. Yeah, Wind is so thinking garbage, man. I literally wrote it earlier. I thinking, what did I say? What did I tweet earlier? Honestly, I wanted to say something else, but I didn't want to get Twitter banned. Oh yeah, I said if I was a win main, I'd pack it up, not gonna lie. What I wanted to say though is if I was a win main, I'd just seek and kill myself. Or I'd quit the game. Or I'd seek and reduce all my weapons and seek and go on with my life. I was gonna say something like that. But I was afraid I was gonna get seeking Twitter banned if I did that. So I didn't. But Win can't get a W. When DY does that awards thing, it's definitely winning Ellie that needed more love. Yeah. I saw when Limrock came out and that Esther is looking interesting until I saw the condition. I really don't know what KMR Jr. has against Win. This is nasty work. I don't know. I don't know why they just don't. I don't know. And it's crazy too. The thing about it is at least the crazy thing about it is like at least with Earth, like when Earth has restrictions, like the restrictions are annoying as crap, but at least we get something out of it, right? Or you can work around the restrictions, but you have to like build your whole team around it so it's like annoying, but you can still get the power. But like wins, they just make it undertuned for some reason. Like everything is just undertuned. Like there's nothing that's necessary. Like Lancelot, there's nothing that's necessarily like, oh my god, you have to like this is gonna take forever to build up. You got to do all these stacks. You need to press sticking green and yellow skills, like all this stuff. It's like he just kind of works, but he just doesn't really do anything. It's just some random nukes. You know, it's a little bit of skill damage. Oh, I reactivate 800% skill damage. Haha. It's like, he just doesn't really do anything. Like, they're all, like, all the win units are just seeking super undertuned. And it's, like, unironically worse. It's unironically worse than having restrictions and at least having something good under the restrictions. It's just like, the stuff is just built not well. Or see that's the thing. It is built well. It's just not built like it's not built good for the game. Like the kit, like I said, the kits don't have any restrictions. They're not really like it's not like the kit has like anti-synergy. It just doesn't really do anything. They don't really do anything. It's just so weird. They released Vajra, which works perfectly with other light units and OP. Yeah, somebody earlier said like I remember when we tested on thinking Osiris, somebody was like thinking, what if Vajra was Wind? And I was like literally thinking Wind's Guild War is coming out and Light got the better character. Like what are we doing? I really wonder how they decide to balance the elements. Then Lancelot doesn't really do anything with other Wind units. Element is just a mess, man. Yeah. But that's the thing. See, that I've said it before too, where I think with Wind, they just have to do like what I said with Earth, where they just have to replace the units. And they've been trying to do that. They've been adding new units, but the units haven't been replacing anything. The units they're releasing are just seeking dog water. So it's like they're releasing units, but nothing broken is coming out. So you're just still using the same Tiki units. Or you're using the new units, but you're still undertuned because they suck. So it's just like, I don't know. I just don't know what they want to do for Wind, and I don't think they know what they want to do for Wind either. They're literally just letting Wind play the game, essentially. They're just like, we're just gonna give you some stuff so that you can survive the raids and you can do high level. We don't care about you optimizing anything. We don't care about your bursts. We don't care about you doing anything outside of what your Ellie is assigned to do, which is killing Earth enemies and being the 6th player in a raid. That's all we care about with your Tiki Ellie right now. So it's just like, I just don't know. I don't know. Turns out they've been doing the character trailer thing for quite some time. Scrolled all the way back to Bazaar and it's still going. Oh, really? Bruh. Honestly, the fact that we just figured out now that they're doing character trailers, but they've been doing them this whole time, should say something. It's like water pre-Europa FLB. I mean, heck, even... bro, dude, even that, Mo, like, the crazy thing about it, when did that tweet come out, bro? When did that Vajra tweet come out? This tweet is literally her Ogi, by the way. This tweet is literally her Ogi. It's just her Ogi. This joint came out 30 minutes ago. Why didn't this come out when she came out? You know, 50,000 people already uploaded this animation, right? Including like Grand Blue EN and like Game With and random people that just rolled the character. Like this is what I was talking about earlier when I was saying they don't get the social media game at all. Why are you releasing this? Why are you releasing this like 12 hours after taking 12 to 16 hours after the banner went live? I don't get it. This should be on Jump. Like, oh my God, look, this is the new character that just came out right now. You should go check her out. Like, this is like, if you're waking up for that banner, this should be the first thing you can see, bro. You should see this joint as soon as you get on Twitter. Instead, you see thinking Ubikin posting the thing instead of the Grand Blue official. I may be misremembering, but I remember Wind being good when I started playing December 2023. Is that when Narmaya came out? Just validates your point even more. Side games for you. Everyone saw this animation. Auto plays on the gotcha screen. But yeah, it's just like thinking, I don't know, dude. Like, it's just like, I don't know. They just gotta, like I said, they just gotta up the social media. The social media streamer content creator sphere, they have to tap into that joint. They have to tap into that joint. And they need to start doing stuff in other languages that's not just Japanese. They really did peak with Gennaro. They code with PBHL for a week and then went straight back to Submarine. Yeah. Like Narmaya, when Narmaya came out, Narmaya was literally just seeking. She was like, I don't know. She was kind of like when Floggin came out. When Florence and Mugen came out and everybody was bursting with them, that's what Narmaya did. And then every other Ellie got some type of burst, and then Win just never got anything else again. That was it. I mean, I guess technically they got Bastet now, but like every other Ellie is still so far ahead of them that taking Bastet. I mean, Bastet is obviously good, don't get it twisted, but like Bastet ain't enough to catch them up to these other Ellies. 100% Echo is insane for that time. Yeah. And also the fact that you had Tekken Korwa that just gave her double strike on top of that joint too was also gross back then. But now everybody and their mom has Seeking double strike. so it's like, okay, cool, I guess. Congrats. You gotta press an extra button. Meanwhile, my Tekken Percy S3 does that joint for my entire team, and it gives me buffs. They really missed out on advertising the mobile game when Rising and Relink were coming out. 1000%. Bowser just got a new type of double strike. Yup. I don't know, bro. Win's just seeking cooked, man. And it's crazy that the crazy thing, honestly, the crazy thing to me about this whole win situation, honestly, is they blew all these seeking chances, man. Because me, like, I'm not a win player, obviously. But in my head, I was like, okay, when Guild Wars coming later this year, you have summer, you have random banners, you have a grands, you have Halloween. You have like four, maybe like a fifth place that I'm not thinking of, places to improve this Ellie. They blew all that joint. They blew it all. The only thing that's left, even if they come out with an absolutely ridiculous Seeking Grand now, even if they come out with a broken Seeking Grand, all the other characters suck. You had all these opportunities to make characters that were good. You literally had the chance to replace like the whole front lines. Right here, you could have changed the whole Ellie. And it wouldn't have been all at once. You had multiple months to do this joint. They just threw that all those opportunities away. On just useless crap, bro. Thinking, bro, how are you gonna release, bro? Come on, dude. Like, bro, like I'm telling you, bro. If I was a light player, or if I was a win player, I'd end it all, bro. How on God's green earth, how on this planet are you gonna release Makara, Vikala, Katura, Vajra, and Mahara? Are we serious? All 4 of these characters came out this year, as well as this one. Why is this the only one that Teking blows? What are we doing? I don't understand. It's the only one. She's the only one. She's the only one. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? All 4 of these are game changers, and this one just sucks. Like, it's insane. It's crazy, bro. Kids are just so weird. What do you mean S-Cast saved the element? I think Win just has a credit score to 4. Actually insane. It's the joy tax. Myra was so bad. Win Hase too. It's just like Win Hase. Well, to be fair, Win Hase, she's seeking Evoker. But even then, people seeking, bro. People over here slobbering all over Tekken TN, bro. Lobelia is not that bad. They could have done something with Hase. Hase is just a Tekken glorified battery. It's just like she literally just enables seeking cats to use bubbles. Your existence is to blow bubbles. Oh my God. It's just like I don't get it, bro. I'm telling you, it's just crazy to me. Like this is what was crazy to me, honestly. Because when I saw Vajra, I expected Vajra to be like mid to bad. When I saw her show up on the banner, I expected her to be mid to bad. But then when Vajra was like the best thing on the banner, and then I thought about it today, I was like, all the Tekken Zodiacs are good except Myra, and they all came out. All 5 of these characters came out this year, and only the Win one sucks. Oh, it's not even for the base kids. It's FOB with the 4 skills. It's too funny. I don't know, man. I don't think you can get it, man. I just don't get it. And like, this is your roster, bro. This is your roster. This is your roster, bro. This is your DK roster. This is your roster. Vayne. Are Teking, what's your face? Raphael, Mahira, Cassius, Cagliostro, and Clarice good. Lancelot. Like, this is what you got in the like pretty much this is what Wind has built since the last Guild War. Since the last Guild War. Teking Raphael, Cassius, Cagliostro, Clarice, Lancelot, and Lamrock. That's what you have to show for a whole year. It's gross, man. It's gross. It's gross. Like literally a whole year since the last Guild War, and now we're about to go into another Guild War, and your only hope is a grand. That's it. Heckler. Clarice is the only good unit they got here. Don't put their roster on display like that. Was Vayne Wynn's last grand? He was pretty. No, it was Raphael. It was Raphael because Vayne came out for Guild War, which was also dumb, by the way. These two should have flipped. I said this many times, but literally they should have just gave Vayne's weapon to Raphael and then gave Raphael's weapon to Vayne and released Raphael before Guild War. But they released Vayne first for Guild War and they released Raphael on Teking New Year's. That was their last grant. Like, we don't already have enough of those. As if it wasn't bad enough, they even have Vampy getting there. Lost at 10, they can rely on Grace. I don't know. Like, I'm telling you, bro. If I was a win main, I wouldn't be a win main because I would just end it all. I would literally just reduce everything and quit the game. Like, it could not be me. The Teking, I can't even call it Conqueror's King hockey that they have because they're not conquering anything with Teking Win, but the hockey that they have in wins as a win player, as a win main, that joint is unmatched because this joint is despicable. It's just disgusting, bro. It's so bad. And imagine, you know the worst thing about this too? You know the worst thing about being a win main? The worst thing about being a win main? Just imagine the fact that you have to actually roll on these characters. That's the thing. Like, you know how whenever an Earth character comes out, I'm like, screw it. I'm going all in. It's a Teking Earth character. Good or bad, I'm all here for it. Imagine having to be like, dang, I gotta go all in on Vayne. Dang, I gotta go all in on Raphael. Dang, gotta go all in on Mahara. Dang, gotta go all in on Cassius. Dang, gotta go all in on Teking Lancelot. Dang, gotta go all in on Lamarok. Come on, man. Like, it's just like, bro, I couldn't do it. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. This LE ain't for me, bro. It's not for me. I couldn't handle it. At least Ron Fire got an okay buff, but you have to play when to use it, bro. It's not, bro. Even Ronfire still sucks. Ronfire over there still using Spartan in Big 2025 because you ain't got a Teking. You don't have another class. All in on Mahara, I would just quit the game. I'm just saying, bro. It's just, I don't know. It's just insane to me. It's just crazy. I don't know, man. Like, it's like this is really like. I'm trying to think, was Fire even this bad? I guess the thing about it is like Fire kind of got like a get out of jail free card though, because the thing with the thing with Fire, back when Fire was bad, the game was kind of bad. Like we didn't have the stuff. We didn't have the fights we have in the game now, and we didn't have the broken types of characters we have in the game now, back when Fire was bad. So even though Fire was bad back then, I feel like Fire didn't feel as bad because all the Ellies were kind of like whatever. Like obviously there were some Ellies that were better than others, but there wasn't like Teking Percival running around. There wasn't Floggin running around. There wasn't Teking Vajra running around. Like there wasn't stuff like that back then. So it felt not as bad. But it's like now, it's just the gap is just ridiculous to me. Trust in Natural Origin, it will save Ron Fire. We didn't even have V2 back then. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, the game was like underdeveloped back then when Fire was bad, so it didn't feel as bad. But now it's just like, Wind is just, it's a freaking joke, man. It's a joke. You're uploading this? Should I? Should I cut out the Teking the wind struggle? This is the wind struggle tweet right here, bro. I don't know, man. It's just, oh my God. Like I said, I feel like it should really say something when I feel bad for the win players. And I'm not even a win player. Like I don't even play this Teking Ellie. I just play this Ellie just to do my dailies. if that, bro. Speaking of dailies, bro. Oh my god, bro. Why is this raid still like this, bro? Why is this raid still like this? This is high key. This is on some Leviathan Mare status, bro. You guys remember when I was talking about Leviathan Mare when I did that rant and I was like, bro, why are all these Ellies doing like 5-minute clears and then I'm over here doing like 15 minutes? Why is this raid built in a way where if I have Echo, my full auto starts to die? Are you for real? I literally, my full auto is literally Sumai Beto so that I attack less so I don't push his stacks wrong. Are you kidding me? I'm literally here with characters that can't use Echo so that I only do specifically one hit for every character. So it's 1, 2, 3 instead of echoes on those 3. Because if I push any more, he gets too many stacks and then I freaking die. Are we serious? So it's literally a raid that has capped you. It is capped you. You can't push it any faster because you're not allowed to do any more damage. So even heaven forbid Wind actually did a good character, you can't use them in C because if they're too good, oh no. You got a character that's too good, can't use that in Siege, bro. You got something with Echo? Party wide Echo? Oh, heck no. Turn that joint off. Thinking Neo's EMP with Echo, turn it off. Please turn it off. You're gonna push Siege too fast, bro. What? Oh my god. It's so bad. It's so bad. Camp at the time would be amazing if it was the day before Guild War. Nerf Siege. Sequel autos are all like 18 plus minutes. They take forever. And Mar X must have been a win made and the hatred's been handed down to Junior. I don't know. At least they did get it kind of nice with Fighter Origin and kicking in this one, the old man. Those are kind of fast. But even that, it's just like, I don't know. And even this seeking, I mean, granted, this is kind of just how this raid is built, but even this, like the full auto, you just seeking, you're hoping and praying you thinking don't have to use your auto revive on Cagliostro and Clarice. The fact that we're literally thinking trying to min-max auto revive in big 2025 is crazy. Who else is doing that crap? That's like when I started the game and I used to run Kaguya support so I could get the auto revive in case I died. Any other Ellie, they would just kill the Tiki boss. Heck, even Earth with Lich now, we can just tank through thinking Final Cosmic on thinking what's her face? Esoteric. Thinking Wind's got an auto revive to try and finish off the boss. It's so weird. I remember when I got Summer Eliza, she looked so mid. She got 9.7 on the list. Soul. But yeah, maybe I should upload this. I'm gonna just call this the Win call out post. What do I call this? The win call out tweet? I don't think you know, bro. I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't know. It's just insane to me. But like I said, I think the biggest thing is it's just like if I was a Win player, the thing that would annoy me the most is just that they essentially wasted all the character opportunities that were like they wasted like all the character opportunities that were like essentially going to be given to you. Because whenever a Guild War is coming around for your Ellie, you're supposed to get stuff. That's just how they've been doing it. So the fact like this, like I said, this banner would be one of the biggest slaps in the face I'd ever seen in my entire life. The fact that you put Vajra and Lancelot on this, and when Guild War is less like a month away and Vajra's the better character is crazy. That is insane to me. That is absolutely ludicrous. I would just be like, what are you talking about? I could not imagine being a Wind player, bro. The wind blows no more. The wind intervention. Wind really do be the worst element 2025. I don't know, man. I guess I do upload this, bro. I mean, screw it. But I don't know. I think that's all I got to say about Seeking Wind, though. It's just crazy to me, man. It's just crazy. Actually, you know what? I actually do got one other thing. I got one other thing. Since we're doing this live now, bro. Yo. The fact that they gave you guys this Exalto and then forced you to Ogi for like a year is insane to me. That ludicrous. That joint's crazy to me, bro. Cause as another Ellie that sometimes has to Ogi and has a normal attack amp Exalto, so I know the pain firsthand of having to literally drop my Exalto whenever I play Andromeda. If I had to drop my Exalto every single time I went into like Fall Zero or Hexa, or this joint was literally essentially just here for like this and this, I would uninstall the game. I would uninstall the browser, bro. It could not be me. It could not be me. That is crazy to me. They literally released this weapon. They have Ramphia. They released this weapon, and then they said, "Hey, we're gonna make you Ogi and do skill damage nukes." I don't get it. Because the thing about it with Earth is like when you go to like Earth, like we have the same thing, but we have Glorybringer with Hunting. We got Narmaya, Raziel, Makara, Uriel. We've got characters that can actually do this auto attack stuff. You guys in Wind are literally using this auto attack stuff for like these two characters, and then just because it's the Exalto, that's like it. You're just using it for like these two characters and Galleon, and because it's your Exalto, that's it. You're just throwing it in because it's the Exalto. We gotta get the fire treatment and get four game-changing grants in the next 2 years. Even the collabs are funny to look at. 2 collabs for Wind and 1 for Earth, but the Earth one was miles better than the 2 Wind ones combined. Yo, I see you didn't mention Gone, but yeah, this Ellie is so bad that he's crashing out on Ellie. He doesn't make. Somebody's gotta do it, bro. Even when I get new characters and stuff, and when I just have no idea what to do with them, so I just back to the same 3 units I've been using for like 4 years. Yeah. There's Wind, Sandy, and Sutera rebalance next Wind, but I'm not expecting. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything either. I don't know why you would. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't. They got the worst Primarch too. Well, I guess Michael's kind of debatable, but at least Michael had her time in the limelight when she first came out because she was the first one. So everybody was like, "Oh my god, she has a unique peaking echo. Let's use her front line," until she got power crept. Raphael, literally, like I said from jump, put him in the back line. Bro does not come front. Put him in the back line. He's the backline Betty. This is the reason why he should have just been released before Guild War, because he's going in the back line anyway. So what's the point? What's the point? When's Sandy gonna be in the Win in a man team? Michael at least has the excuse of being old at this point. Yeah. Also true. Yeah. Also the fact that Raphael was next to last and he was as bad as he is, not a good look. not a good look. Not a good look. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. All I can say is I can just pray, hope and pray that impalement, well, the impalement's probably going to be skill damage. I've already said this like 50% of the times. But I can only hope and pray that character that comes with impalement is seeking hitting. Because if it's not, bro, if it's not, bro, oh my god. And you guys get records soon. Maybe taking Neo and bro, dude, bro, even their records get screwed, bro. Even their records get screwed. Why does their records come out on the same day as the Teking raid? Their records comes out on the same day as Versusia. They don't even get a chance. They don't even get they don't even get a chance to experiment with it. They said, screw it, just throw it in there. We already know you're taking Siete anyway to cancel the Thinking Omens. It doesn't matter who he gets. Just take them anyway. We know you're taking them. So it's like, it's like, bro, come on, man. It's just, I don't know. I don't get it, man. Fire has worse backline units than Windows, so she gets used there more than Ra. Worst Gold Moon weapon too. Yeah. Well, I would say they're the worst. I mean, Murcielago is the worst, yeah, but I guess Fires is pretty bad too. Like the combo of Fire. I don't know. Fire and Wind both have a bad combo. But at least Fire got Fenny Staff. At least Fire got Fenny Staff. Literally, I have a Raphael fish just so I can do less damage for a Siegfried full auto. Otherwise, I'm still playing Mana Diver anyway. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't know. Is there anything else to say about Wind before I end this joint? And I end the stream. Ellie's so bad he had to turn the stream off, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just hope and pray for you guys. I really do. Because that joint sucks. That joint sucks. It's just bad. But I think I'm done. I think I'm done, so I don't know. I might farm bars or something tomorrow, but I also might just play 100 line. I don't know. I'll see what I'm feeling like tomorrow. And this weekend in general. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. I think is Wall still speaking streaming? I saw him streaming verses earlier. Oh no, he ended. Never mind. Alright, but I'm outie. I'm outie 5,000. Hope KMR Jr. catches wind of this and helps them. I mean, we can hope and pray, bro. I'll send my message. I'll do what I can. Bosman, you made me feel a little bit better. Good. Alright, bye. Bye.